said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Dropping back, it's Mack. That's reeled in, it's Hardy. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul. Turning it on! The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. He's got the back in the middle. At the 45 on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. I'm not taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time.
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, and making the right decision.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. the sure hands. It's Daniels. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running. And
touchdown, Gator! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little extra time. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Glagway. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that school.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Going to swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Washington coming to the line with another first down. The run from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air on second down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them real.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Working on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Washington wants to go quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that.
Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Gators have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got a man. It's Ball. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And, guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Quick completion on the out route. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking for a crease, it's Hardy. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The play didn't get enough yardage, but thanks to the penalty, they will have a fresh set of downs here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
From the gun, wants to pass. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. With the catch, it's Brown. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. From the gun to Give, looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing.
Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Catch in the middle, it's Hernandez. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. He finds a soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now improvising. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Washington. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gators will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Here's a heap. Running to Green. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Using his feet. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got a man, it's Wilson. Spins away. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding a soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Glagway. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
That's caught. It's Hernandez. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Tollefson. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Tollefson. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Using his feet to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Wilson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Gators want to move quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Gators are marching down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Using his legs to buy some time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position.
Always got some space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
From the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oh, my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 35 over UTEP. We've got our eye on this one and everything else.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. With the catch, it's Hardy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hand off from the shotgun. And another broken tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Hardy. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Here comes the heat. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss.